Hello everybody and welcome to Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 2 Episode 1 Anime Review. First off, I'm going to apologise that this is a day late, or a few hours late. I've been to bed is what I'm saying, because for some reason Funimation late releasing it in the UK. Apparently it was out properly in America. It was like 4 hours late in the UK for some reason. Not too sure why. I'm not going to complain too much with everything that's going on. So there's that. Second off, I don't have a second point. Let's just get to it. This episode, it was just a nice return to form. Just a return. It never lost its form. It was good. Everybody showed up. From the opening, it looks like we're going to get some new characters at some point, and the posters and the trailers and whatever. But that wasn't this week. This week it was just the five characters that have been there before. Yeah, eventually you're going to run out of things for them five to do, so I think adding new characters whenever they do that, that's a good shout. Providing they're good, of course. They could be terrible. But, here's hoping, is all I'm going to say. Anyway, let's jump into the episode, see how everything went down and everything. Let's do this. We open up with Mission Impossible. No, I'm not joking. So someone is jumping through lasers to get in the student council room at night. That someone we later find out is Hayasaka, because basically she swaps Miyuki's coffee with different coffee, like that scene in Indiana Jones where they got to take the treasure but replace it with the bag at the same time. There's probably a lot of things like that. It was like that, sort of. So yeah, then the next day he drinks his coffee, falls asleep after drinking it. Originally I was like, oh, she's drugged him. That's not good. But no, it turns out he's always like sleep deprived, so he needs proper coffee instead of decaf coffee. But he has decaf coffee, so he falls asleep. Not good. Kaguya has got a genius plan she's going to enact using some measuring tape. Really want to know what her plan was. That's all I want to know. But however, she doesn't get to enact it because she gets frozen because his head falls on her shoulder and Hayasaka's hair tie-up thing starts glowing, and it's like, okay, my spidey sense is tingling. She heads to the room and is like, okay, what's going on here? Kaguya basically is like, alright, I will think of a new plan, you keep everybody out of the room. So that's what she does. She tells Ishigami that Kaguya's in a bad mood. She tricks Chika's dog into running the other way. There's some other things as well. There's an old man who I don't remember, but I'm assuming he's like the principal or something. Also then later on, Ishigami, I guess, comes back because he's like, well, I'm going to try and sneak in anyway. And then he gets sprayed in the eyes and knocked out. So there was that. Poor Ishigami, our hero, our champion. But yeah, then she's like, alright, surely something must have happened by now. She's made a move. She goes back in the room, and of course, to the surprise of practically no one, I don't think any of us were surprised, Kaguya is still literally in the same position with the tape. And apparently that counts as Kaguya's win. So, does it? I think it was you both lose. Or Hayasaka loses. Everybody loses that one because they got sprayed or took on a wild dog chase. Yeah, I think everybody lost that one, really. Let's not kid ourselves. Second part. So you remember that guy who they helped get a girlfriend? He shows up asking for more advice. That's what it originally seemed like. But then Ishigami and Miyuki figure out fairly quickly, hey, he's just bragging, and they're going to choke him with toilet paper, and it's just like, don't waste the toilet paper. You know how hard that is to come by nowadays? Also, that's some strong toilet paper. See how hard they were gripping it and it didn't rip? What brand of toilet paper are they using? That's the real question here. We need to know that. But anyway, yeah, then Ishigami reckons, hey, him and his girlfriend might have banged. They don't say it overtly. That's what they're implying. I'm just going to be blunt, But yeah, then he's like pities Miyuki because he's like, oh, you didn't go on any dates over the summer. I feel sorry for you. Then Miyuki's gonna choke him with toilet paper. It's pretty funny. But yeah, then the girlfriend comes in. I forget, Kashiwagi, I think is her name. I haven't wrote it down, so this is purely from memory. So I think that's her name. She comes in looking to talk to Kaguya, and Ishigami's like, she's way more ero than normal. So then the two council lads head outside the room, and they're like, we're going to see what happens. We're going to spy and see what happens. Chika and Kaguya show up, and they're like, what are you doing? Can we get in? And they're like, no, this is important. So then they start spying too. And then inside, they are getting it on. to say the least. They are nibbling. They're doing a lot of things, and Kaguya ends up passing out because while that's going on, Miyuki is saying what he thinks should happen on each date, and Kaguya is storing it in her brain. But then she passes out and everything. Turns out it was a trap by the two in the council room. They were like, we knew you were watching, basically. So, but then they say they haven't gone that far, but they can't tell if she's lying or not. So it's a mystery for all of us. Who knows what happened? I certainly don't. Who won this round? Not the student council. They definitely lost, all of them. Kashiwagi wins this round, I think that's fair to say. Next part, Chika has bought a game that she helped to make herself. Nobody wants to play it, which it turns out might be a bit of a smart idea. Ishigami's like, we might as well give it a go. And she's like, Ishigami, you're alright for once. And I'm like, Ishigami's the best. What do you mean to poor Ishigami? He's awesome. But then, yeah, on his first go, Ishigami gets into a traffic accident and dies and is out of the game. So then he pretty much says, this game sucks. You know, guys, be careful. It was pretty funny. I do like. I like that they're. I like everyone really. I can't think of a character I actively dislike in this show. I think they're all pretty funny in their own way. Miyuki then, you know, game goes on. Miyuki gets nerdy student. Kaguya is lucky and gets a load of money, which is a thing. So Miyuki, a bit later on, gets a marriage square, and of course, he marries Chika. Obviously, the ship we all want to sail. Nah. Kaguya is like, it's just a game. It's just a game. She keeps giving her real money whenever she's required, and they're like, just Monopoly money, please. Yeah, or I guess it's basically the game of life, actually, not Monopoly. Basically it keeps going on. Chika and Miyuki have a massive family, whereas Kaguya has money, basically, to put it bluntly. She's winning, she's got $1,000,001. Whereas Chika and Miyuki have 1,000,001 kids, so that's how it balances out. And Ishigami's dead, in case you forgot. But then they get a divorce. Also, Kaguya's like miserable. It's a life lesson here. Money will not make you happy. I guess in a weird sort of way that is the lesson that they are learning. But no, then they get on a divorce square because turns out Miyuki was cheating on Chika. What? How dare he? Who would ever cheat on Chika? Chika Nation rejoice and all that. Come on. Anyway, then now Kaguya gets married to him. However, she has a card that makes distrust all men, so she can't get married to him. So instead, she marries Chika, and then they start having kids. And Kaguya's like, "That's not how science works. That's not possible." Yeah, they also have loads of kids. After the game, Kaguya and Miyuki are really broken, and Ishigami gives Chika tips on how to make the game better. He's like, "No instant death. Relies too much on luck to fix it." And she's like, okay, I'll fix it, Ishigami. I forget who won and lost this round. Well, I know who lost. Kaguya, they all lost, really. Ishigami might have won by getting knocked out first. I can't actually remember what they said, but that's my verdict, is Ishigami won. Flashback time to 1 year earlier. So, Kaguya says, I'm not going to be excited and celebrate your birthday, Miyuki. Why would I do that? Now we get a year later. She's super excited for his birthday, so there is that. She doesn't want to bring it up though because tsundere. Then fortune teller Chika returns with her witch's hat and all that other good stuff. With an app, that, you know, one of them horoscope app things. Everyone used to do it when I was a kid. They were kids, right? Not just me. Whenever they had friends around. Whatever. I say not just me. I was not the fortune teller in this situation. I was the participant. But anyway, so Kaguya has a genius plan because the app requires a birthday, so she's like, aha, this is how I can bring up his birthday without bringing it up, you know. So they have a go. Kaguya's fortune is spot on, even though she doesn't think so, but Ishigami is terrified still. Turns out Chika and Ishigami have the same birthday, which is kind of weird. They're like twinsies. But then she's mad at him having the same birthday because she's less special because of it, and it's like, Chika, stop being so selfish. Ishigami's calmness around her is really bizarre. Everyone else is sort of a bit flustered. Ishigami's just like, stop it, I'm not having this. Miyuki doesn't want to do this horoscope thing, of course, and he puts up a real fight about it. And Kaguya, and he gets like, but you know, remember my birthday. Kaguya obviously does remember his birthday, but she doesn't want him to know that she remembered that he told her. So it's like, tsunderes, am I right? But of course the real reason that he doesn't want to do it, we then find out, he's already been on this horoscope thing and the matching thing as well, and it wasn't good for him and Kaguya, so he doesn't want her to see how bad it was as well, so that's why he's fighting so hard against it. Again, tsundere. But yeah, then Kaguya gets the idea and he says like, oh, he doesn't want everyone to know his birthday, he wants to celebrate it with just me. That's fine. She goes all cutesy, scares Ishigami a bit, and goes out in bliss, prancing about like a little fairy. And that's where the episode ends, and the new opening plays. It's fine, but it's not going to be anywhere near as, oh, love me, mister, oh, mister. Yeah, it's never going to be, I think it'll grow on me, but it's not as good as that. From the offset, at least. It's nowhere near as catchy. But yeah, that was the first episode. I enjoyed it a lot. It was just nice to see it back. I'm assuming some point soon we'll get the new characters. Maybe next week. Who knows though? Who knows? People have read the manga. That's who knows. But ignore them a minute. Yeah, it was nice to see everyone. Chica's still as funny. They're always funny as always. It's rare that I laugh at a show. I was actually laughing at this episode. So mission accomplished. You know, it was good. It was a funny. It was a good. It was a funny. It was nice to see it all back together. I think this is another 12 episode, I do believe. It's exclusive to Funimation this season, which is a bit meh, because Funimation's player is butt, and they occasionally are 4 hours late with releasing things. But hey, what can you do? And that's not me complaining because of the state of the world, obviously. They were late, 4 hours late before everything kicked off, so I'm allowed to complain. But hey, what can you do? You know, nothing. You wait, or you do dodgy things. And who knows. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed this episode. Sorry this review was late, as I say. Not really my fault. I could have stayed up till stupid o'clock to get it out, but then the review would have been less good because I would have been knackered. And yeah, so that's why I did it this morning. Hopefully that wasn't a problem. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. I will see you next week for another episode of this, hopefully a bit earlier. And bye, guys.